What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Shake and Bake Boys. I am Pigskin. To my left, as always, my brother from another mother, my best friend, my boy, Sir Lone Star.
What's up? Happy Thursday to you, brother.
Thursday. What up, everybody? Cheers. Welcome back to another Shake and Bake Boys live stream. This week we got some sports videos coming your direction. So hang out with us for a bit. We're going to enjoy this quite a bit. Looks like Uncle Surf's in the house. What up? Cheers.
Uncle Surf. Cheers, good sir. Hope you're doing well, brother.
What is going on, everybody? So happy Thursday. We're almost through the week. One more day, and then we get our lovely weekend. So this is going to be a fun stream. We got a lot planned here.
It's going to be a fun night, man. I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be fun. Hey, let's go ahead and start off real quick by saying, we don't ask for much, but we do say share it to a friend, share it to a foe, tell anybody you know, because why?
Because they may not like you, but they just might like us.
And again, this is going to be a good show, so share it out, tell a friend. Let everybody know that we are live. But with that being said, it is now time for Off the Rails with the boys.
I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, thinking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time.
Off the rails. All right. Welcome welcome everybody. For those of you who know, this is the part of our show where we do what we want, which we do what we want anyway.
Exactly. Because why? We are Kings of Spot Media.
We are the kings, the self-proclaimed kings of spontaneity. Yeah.
Self-proclaimed. I forgot about that.
Disclaimer out there. We have to put that disclaimer out there. I don't want to upset nobody.
Like, hold on, somebody else has got that title. What the fuck? There we go.
Now, if I find out ain't nobody else got that title, I'm taking the self-proclaimed off of that.
Copyright that shit.
Copyright that. That will be quick and fast, painless, bro.
That would be here's my money. Take it, and we got it. That's how that's gonna work. The self-proclaimed King of Spy Native. Let's go. But yeah, that would be something. So hold on. So no one knows this, but I'm gonna say something. What the hell? Why did it go radio silence there for a minute? For people who are watching the intro, like, why did it go radio silence? What happened was.
What had happened was. All right, let's get
it wouldn't be a Shake and Make Boys show without some type of technical difficulty, right?
Oh, hey, we ain't got nothing yet. We ain't got nothing yet. Cross our fingers and freaking hope that doesn't fucking change shit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a solid show. Now, I am looking forward to it. Again, we are doing a top 10 sports movies. So while the show's going on, come up with your top 5 and let us know what your top 5 movies are. So
Did you see that Broncos released Justin Simmons?
There's been a lot of cornerbacks getting released. I didn't see the Justin Simmons one. I did see the big one, the elephant in the room, freaking Russell Wilson. But I didn't see the Justin Simmons.
Yeah. Well, technically, Russell Wilson hasn't been dropped yet. He'll be dropped as of March 13th. So I think that was the date that he was like his last contract date or whatever, the date that they were planning on actually cutting him was the 13th of March. And maybe the last day they have to do it based on his contract. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's gone. He'll be a free agent. Somebody will pick him up quick. I know that'll happen. So
there's been a lot of dismissals. So I know the Buffalo Bills informed one of their cornerbacks, like Tre'Davion something, that they're not going to keep him. The Cowboys have said they're not keeping our legendary left tackle, Tyron Smith, or our center from last year, Tyler Biotic. So there's a lot of people being let go. A lot of people are going to be with different teams. Again, with the whole coach situation, that's freaking funky as hell because like Vrabel and Pete Carroll and Belichick, amongst others, are going to be sitting sidelines being on TV this year. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be weird. Making room for a bunch of young coaches. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And the Cowboys just got Jimmy Johnson to be on their staff, so that's pretty righteous.
So you guys got Trey Lance, you know that, right?
We do got Trey Lance. I think he's going to be traded during the draft. I think we're going to use him for an upward pick somewhere.
So yeah, there's quite a bit, man. Colt McCoy, Arizona dropped Colt McCoy.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and I think so. I don't know if you've ever recognized this. So Colt McCoy was with the Redskins, and he went over to the Broncos.
Yeah.
He's actually, when he's been given the chance to play, because he's with the Redskins, he filled in behind Alex Smith whenever his knee got all busted up. He can play. Colt McCoy, I mean, he's a Longhorn, so God bless him, hook 'em horns. But he's a good quarterback. Whenever he's given, it's kind of like Baker Mayfield. It took him going to a certain team to do what he did last year. Hell, he won 2 playoff games, one against the Eagles. They won 1 playoff game, against the Eagles. So that was pretty impressive. But, Colt McCoy is going to be a starter somewhere. At least I hope he is. I mean, people probably say he's old and washed up, but I think he'll be a starter somewhere at some point.
See, I gotta look at the newest. That's old.
So what you got going on for the weekend? Anything fun? Anything special? Going anywhere? Doing anything?
Yeah, Saturday actually. I'm going to the wildlife zoo and shit over in Avondale down here in Arizona, down just west of Phoenix. We're going. We get to go fucking to the zoo for free, so it's gonna be pretty dope. So I'm gonna take the whole family out there. So
Nice.
Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White. That's the one I was thinking of. Tre'Davious White. He plays for the Bills,
Tre'Davious
right?
White. Miami Dolphins defensive back Xavier. Yeah. Xavier Howard got cut from the Dolphins. Seahawks released both Diggs and fellow safety Jamal Adams.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck,
Jamal Adams, the friggin' so Jamal Adams, I have a feeling you're gonna get him in Dallas.
Jordan Poyer, or the two that the Bills cut.
Jordan Poyer and Tre'Davious White.
And Tre'Davious White, yeah.
Tre'Davious White, because that's the one that the Cowboys are looking into, because they would love to have Diggs and then White on the other corner, because they also have Stephon Gilmore. If they could get, if they get rid of Stephon Gilmore and bring in, because Jamal Adams is a fellow Texan, like he's always wanted to play for the Cowboys, and so he may, and he's kind of an older player, so he, his last couple of years could be in Dallas. I mean, I'm sure he'll retire as a Seahawk, because remember he did all his domination in Seattle. So
yeah, they opened up $16.4 million when they dropped Tre'Davious White. That's part of the reason they did it, was to open up cap space. So
that's a big drop.
By cutting him, they saved themselves $16 million basically, which was what his contract would have been. So let's see who else here. Denver Broncos.
So everybody who's watching,
Russell Wilson. Here's our. You want to hear the Russell Wilson cap hit for dropping him? 35.4 million, bro, is the cap hit.
Dude, that's like whenever you've been out dancing all night in your boots and you take them things off and your feet just go foo and just like a sigh of relief. That's exactly what the different Broncos are doing right now. They just dropped all that money and said, let's bring in like 10 new players for that, or 3 new players for that, I mean, whatever. But yeah, that was a big drop.
Yeah, and any first round draft pick, it's a $3.3 million cap hit when you draft first round, because first round you have to start with their base salary being $790,000 a year. They get a guaranteed $2.5 million sign-on bonus for being picked round one, pick 12. That's what pick 12 gets.
They're pick 12. Wow.
That's what pick 12 gets. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of moves that have been made. Let's see, who did New England drop? Kyle Duggar.
Yeah. You know who I'm interested to see is some of these
Chargers drop. Chargers.
I'm going to be interested to see how that the type. Yeah, of course I'm going to say this, for fuck's sake. Don't screen record it. Screen record it. I don't give a fuck. The tight end out of Georgia coming into the pros, Beck. Was it not Carson Beck, but the Georgia tight end.
Right.
Can't know what the hell his name is. Like, he's first in everything: catches, receiving, touchdowns. Like, he's a beast. So yeah.
So based on all the cuts that have been made by teams right now, the teams have saved themselves combined $177 million by cutting players, dude. That's how much money they've just saved themselves.
Like all the teams combined. Damn.
Yeah, well, that's not all of them, because not everybody's cut people yet. Like, there's only been up to now, there's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 teams out of the 32 teams that have actually cut people.
14. Okay.
Yeah. So not every team has cut people. Now, they may have moved them to the practice squad or released them because their contract was over. That doesn't show on this list. All this list shows is players that were cut, that were just flat out, we're done with you. We're getting rid of you. I don't care.
We're not going to keep you there. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're done. You're fucking done.
Basically, they're paying the guaranteed money to them and then walking away from them. So I know there's other teams that have dropped players, but they haven't cut them. Russell Wilson is one of the biggest cuts across the league right now because of the amount of money that
I can only imagine
that his hit.
I guarantee with Russell Wilson being cut, he'll probably be on most teams' like his contract alone is probably 2 players combined on any other team, or even possibly
Well,
3, depending on the
look at it
contract.
like that. Tre'Davious White, when he got cut, it was a $16 million hit. So basically, you dropped 2
Yeah,
of
dropped a
him,
couple
and
of them.
well, you basically dropped 2 of him, and you pretty much hit Russell Wilson's cap that they're
One.
going to lose. Yeah. So, like I said, they're probably dumping Russell Wilson. They got to dump a couple more people. I know, like I said, Simmons is gone. They are not getting rid of any of the wide receivers. They are not getting rid of Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain has been told that he's guaranteed to stay in Denver, so he's not going anywhere, because if they would have traded
Good
him,
for
I would have
y'all.
slapped somebody.
Good, yeah,
Like,
good for y'all
he's
for
a
keeping Pat
beast,
Surtain. Yeah, he's a monster.
And now, don't get me wrong. I really liked Justin Simmons. I really liked how he played. I really liked how he worked. But at the same time, if you're telling me you have to pick one of the two, buy Simmons. I'm sorry, I'm keeping Pat Surtain. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He's younger,
dude, he's one of the best cornerbacks in the league, dude. He is
100%.
freaking amazing. According to like his stats go, he is amazing, bro. So that would have, I mean, Denver's made so many stupid moves. Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, they traded all these freaking ridiculously talented players away. And so if they made one more dumb move like that on defense, like I said, I'm going to drive Denver.
He's like, I was done. I was done with my boys.
Bullshit. I'll never be done with my boys, but God, I want to smack him.
I just saw a badass video today. I'll have to go back and find it because he's one of my friends that I follow, but he's a big Denver Bronco fan. That guy Travis, I think I've shared a couple live streams.
Yeah.
That's a big Bronco fan, and he made a video today, and it was an audio sound of saying it was Russell Wilson. I'm going to come here to Denver and I'm going to win a couple championships. And it's the guy. It's Travis from New Jersey, and he drops his lies.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
You saw the same video.
Yeah, I saw the same video. Yeah, it's like I said.
That was a waste. Like, y'all gave up so much to get him, and now you're like, fuck, 2 years.
Dude, there was like 9 players involved in that trade. There was like 9 players. We traded away like 6. We traded away like 6 guys. Yeah, 6 guys to get him. Yeah. Like we did end up getting, I think we got 2 players. It wasn't just Wilson we got somebody else, but we gave up draft picks. We gave up 6 actual players. Like we gave up a lot to get that. And it shit the bed. Like it was an absolute waste of time.
The way you kind of have to look at that is, okay, so whenever your team is involved in a big trade and some of your players, like big name players, go to a different team, you're always like, okay, so we're getting this one player from that team on my team. We're trading these players to this team. What team does better?
Yep.
Does my team get better with their players, or does their team get better with their players? I do it for baseball, basketball, football. Like whenever we make a massive trade, I always watch to see how that team does, to see if that player is such an impact on our team and does the same thing somewhere else.
Yep.
So it's always, I'm always curious to watch this kind of stuff. Whenever Pudge Rodriguez for the Rangers got traded, or Chris Young got traded. I mean, whenever for baseball, for football, Emmitt Smith got traded, for fuck's sake, to Arizona, and I had a heart attack. I was like, no.
Yep.
So I mean, and did he make them better? No. The Cowboys, I don't know who did better, but neither one of them won a Super Bowl once Emmitt left. I mean, neither one of them even sniffed. Oh no, Arizona sniffed it, but not with Emmitt though.
Not with him, no, he was gone by then.
Yeah. Because he'd already come back to the Cowboys through that 1 year, or that 1 day contract, or whatever it was.
That 1 day just to retire.
Yep. So,
and that happens quite a bit too. When they retire, they'll go back to their original team that they put time in and sign a 1 day contract, and that way he's basically a Cowboy or a Bronco or whatever the organization he started with, and then they let him retire from that organization.
Yep.
So.
100%.
The only one, I think there's only a few that haven't done that. Like I know Peyton Manning, he retired as a Bronco. He didn't go back to the Colts and do a 1 day contract.
Which I was surprised. I was very surprised he didn't go back to where
he loved playing in Denver, man. He had a lot of fun playing in Denver. You know what I mean?
He was there for 3 years, 4 years?
3 years. Yeah, it might have been 4. It might have been 3 or 4. I don't remember. It was either 3 or 4. I know once he won it, that was it. Like he didn't come back the next year.
Yeah, he won that Super Bowl on the high with Marcus Ware.
50,
like, I'm done.
He won Super Bowl 50, and that was all she wrote. And then that's from that day forward is when the Broncos went downhill to shit, plain and simple. So
I do want to remind everybody we are doing our top 10 favorite sports movies. Pigskin Blitz and I have both created our own top 10. And again, this is just our top 10 of movies that we've seen that we've enjoyed. There are bukus of them that we would have loved to put on this list, but we couldn't. So you have to take that in mind. But we will be getting into that very soon.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put a disclaimer. I'm definitely going to put a disclaimer out there about my top 10 because there's movies that you have on your top 10 that I don't have on my top 10 that should be on my top 10. I have movies that aren't even on either one of our top 10s that should be on my top 10. Like when it comes to sports movies, dude, there's so many good ones.
Like
it's hard to pick 10
out of all of them.
Describe that like encapsulate the sports movie genre basically. So it's pretty interesting.
So I went to IMDb and someone did a top 200 and I just typed in top 200 list of movies. And I went through there and I was like, there are movies that I know of that I've seen that weren't even on this top 200. So, I mean, there's upwards of maybe 300 to 400 depending sports movies, possibly. Cheers, Jimmy! What's up, OG son? Yeah, we're kind of on the off the rails moment right now.
OG son.
We will get into our top 10. So, again, there's a lot of movies that so we both have. So you're here the 20 movies, well, give or take, because we both have. I think it's like 2.
There's a couple that are
in different spots. So you're gonna hear about 18 movies. Again, this is out of all the sports movies. So of course there's some going to be left off, and we want y'all to throw out y'all's top 5 at the end of our top 10. We'll probably do a dip and sip. Y'all can come up there, give us your top 5. So while we're doing our stream, if you want to jot it down or send it to us in the chat, whatever you want to do, but we'd like to hear everybody's top 5 and see what you got.
Yeah. What up? You to your streams like hi Bernie, I appreciate you. I know you. I know you know that we're live on 3 channels, and so we appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, we are live on 3 channels. We are live on Pigskin Blitz, Lone Stars Lounge, and the Shake and Bake Boys. We are live on all 3 channels tonight. We kind of wanted to spread this out onto a few different areas on YouTube to kind of draw in a few different people for this topic because I thought it was going to be kind of a cool topic to talk about. So.
This is going to be fun. Like I said, we want chat participation. And we'll say
words are hard, bro.
Right now they are. Yes, I've had 2.
Too many. He's like, I've had too many. Yeah, that's what you tell the cop when he pulls you over. How many?
Too many, maybe. Maybe. But no, like we always say, we're going to say this all night because again, this is going to be our first live top 10. We do have a top 10 on our podcast, but this is our first live top 10. So we're going to have fun with this. So definitely tell a friend, tell a foe, to anybody you know, because
they may not like you, but they just might like us. So let everybody know what's going on. Share it out and let everybody know what's good. Oh my goodness. A little bit of time.
He said Conan is technically a sports movie. Got MMA.
No, it's not. Nice try, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Nice try, bud.
He said swords and he said swords.
That's
hand-to-hand combat.
That's not how
I love your thought process. I fucking love it. I'm here for it. That's awesome. Even if I don't chat, try to stop by and always hit the lives. Well, we always appreciate you, Bernie. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Bernie. Thank you. Yeah, even Nikki, who doesn't like sports movies, I told her what Jimmy just said, and she goes, no. No.
What? No.
Right.
Oh, Jimmy, I have another dude driver. Well, that was a good try, though. I'm digging the thought process there.
Right.
From a self-proclaimed barbarian.
Right.
I like it. I freaking dig it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be fun. We have a lot of good movies on here, and it's gonna, gonna have some little bit of pizzazz. And then we will play the intro video to we'll play the new video that Jay created, the Pigskin, and it's cool, y'all. If y'all missed it on the intro, we'll play it again because that was definitely worth a replay. Oh, show. Gotta stick up for my people, he said.
It's out there or something. They're
Gotta
helios or some
stick up
shit.
for my people.
Drive fuckers out, right? Oh, dude, we got so much rain today, bro. Like all my wife's plants were outside, and like she had just watered yesterday, and so now she's looking out there going, "Oh God!" Like they are so overwatered right now. Like it's so bad for them to be overwatered because you get root rot and all sorts of crazy shit.
So we're getting here in Texas, where I am in central North Texas, we're getting rain from Colorado coming down. We're getting rain from Arizona coming over, and I'm like stuck right in the T. Like we're getting pounded, thunder, lightning, just downpour.
Dude,
right
that's what just came
now.
through here, bro. All day today was just. I mean, I'm talking like raining so hard you can't even see through the rain. Like it was just dumping, dude. Like sheets of rain, dude.
Dude,
It
I
was
couldn't even see outside
ridiculous.
earlier. It was
Yeah,
insane.
dude, it was bad, dude. It was. I mean, it was blowing trash cans. Of course, today's trash day, so it's blowing trash cans down the road, and trash
shit, with
everywhere.
all the trash.
Oh yeah,
damn.
and then of course, once the trash gets out of the trash cans, then what? It's all soaking wet now. So
now it's all
everything's
stuck to the
soaked and
concrete,
stuck
stuck to the
ground.
yards.
Oh,
Before
Little
you start,
Giants, yes, Bernie, yes, Bernie.
I was a little Little Giants was one of my favorite sporties.
Yes, I love Little Giants.
I
My
can't
mom
say
said the padding you said wasn't enough, and he shows up in like foam rolled padding and shit like this. Oh my god, that movie's great.
I will say. Never mind. I'll shut up.
Before you start, which sports? Hold on, let me highlight that one. Before you start, which sport movies make best movies? I'm thinking.
Ooh, you got the Rocky. You got Ali.
I mean, yeah, I'd have to say,
Baseball.
I'd have to agree with Nikki. I'd have to say hockey, dude. Mighty Ducks is like one of my favorite movies.
You got Miracle. You got the Miracle.
Yeah, the Miracle. Yeah,
I got that particular movie. But no. So you said before you start, which sport makes for the best? So you think hockey movies are the better type of sport movie, or do you think it's like football is a better type of sport? Like he's saying, what sport makes the best type of movie?
I mean, like I said, I'd probably have to say, like, I don't know, either hockey or baseball, man. Like, I love baseball movies, dude. There's been a lot of really good baseball. The Natural, 8 Men Out, freaking Field of Dreams. I mean, there's so many good baseball movies that
Babe Ruth.
I don't know about the best. Yeah. I don't know about like the best. I mean, then you got Bull Durham
on that list. I mean, Moneyball's on that list. I mean, there's some good baseball movies too. So.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to get too much into it because we do have stuff on our list we want to talk about, so we'll get into that.
Exactly.
But
and almost let it slip. Almost let some shit. So shut your mouth, Chad. Shut your mouth. Yeah,
right.
I think it's a pretty good list. I know there's some movies cut short because there are movies I want to put up there, but they're my top 10. Like movies that I loved. I mean, granted, there's probably better movies. I know there's better movies than what's on my list. I know it for a fact, but there's like a movie that I love. My favorite top 10. So this is our top 10.
Right.
Another great fencing movie is Star Wars. Oh, Lord, Bernie. Or Jimmy, rather.
Jimmy. Oh, dear God, Jimmy. Jimmy.
He said fencing. I love the fencing movies. Good Lord.
Damn!
There, Jimmy went there.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Good Lord and Lordy.
Oh my gosh.
He said, are you a Jedi or are you
Are you on the light side or the dark side? I'd have to be on the light side. I couldn't be on the dark side. I couldn't do it.
Dude, I was loaded on the dark side.
I seen Ice Cube in concert last week.
You saw Ice Cube?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That would be dope.
Everyone is meeting up in Dallas July 20th for the Jake Paul Tyson fight. Yes.
Yeah,
Joey sent me a message, and I cannot believe Tyson's gonna fight freaking Jake Paul. What of all fucking people? Tyson's gonna fuck his world. Dude, I mean, Tyson is old, but he is still a brawler. Dude, he's a New York brawler.
He's not. I mean, look, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna say he's old, bro, because I'm gonna tell you right now. I watched the video today, and it was a TikTok or YouTube. I don't know which one I was scrolling, but it literally was showing Jake Paul training and then showing Mike Tyson training, and Tyson's just and he's like and I'm sitting here watching both videos going, God,
dude, Jake Paul's gonna get ruined.
No, he's gonna die, dude. The guy's gonna he's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him.
That's gonna be hilarious.
You're literally gonna see a live murder on stage in the boxing match, dude. Like
I have a feeling there's got to be some type of handicap. Like Jake Paul's got to realize, like, dude, there's got to be some type of handicap on this because Tyson, I don't care how old he is, he could be 70 years old. I mean, and be probably the most feared boxer still alive right now that could just ruin somebody. Mike Tyson, have a tattoo on your face, they said, make you tougher. Well, shit.
Yeah,
it happened. It's a lose for Jake either way. Be an old man to get destroyed by an old man. Yep.
I mean, either way, I really don't think.
So that is
Jake Paul might get a few in. He might get a few in, but all he's gonna do when he gets those few in is piss him off. All he's gonna do is piss Tyson off by hitting him.
Dude, Tyson's gonna eat that glove and go, "That's all you got, kid," and just one uppercut and you are lights out, Jake. Dude, one little fucking inner uppercut, you're done.
Look at the
Green. What up, brother?
Go back and look. What up, Maine? What's going on, man? Cheers. Go back and look at the people that Tyson has fought, bro, and then look at Jake Paul, and you tell me if Jake Paul stands a fucking chance. Mike Tyson's taking down some big boys.
I will say to Jake Paul's defense, if there is any, because I know him and his brother used to be massive YouTube streamers, so I'm gonna fucking call him out. I will say he is 6-0 or 7-0. He's never been beaten in a because originally he joined the celebrity. He went from celebrity to now these like weird made matches. He's never lost a fight. Like he even fought Mayweather, or didn't he fight Mayweather? No, that was fucking Conor McGregor. Right?
That was Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but Jake Paul has never lost a boxing match. He's undefeated.
Well, he's about to lose, bro.
Dude, he's about to go fucking cuckoo and be seeing stars.
He's about to stop boxing.
Yeah.
Like he's about to, like, his career is about to be over, and Mike Tyson is going to be the cause of his brain damage and him sitting in a wheelchair drooling for the rest of his life, bro. That guy.
I wonder if Mike Tyson truly hates Jake Paul, though.
Dude, have you seen? There's videos of Mike Tyson hitting some of those fucking those punching machines, bro. Dude, he snapped the arm on one of them, bro. Broke the machine, and the thing couldn't register high enough to fucking go as hard as he hit it. No, dude, he snapped it, dude. If you watch, dude, oh my, I'm finding it and send it to you, dude. It's freaking. This guy can hit, bro.
Dude, if you can find it real quick and
Tyson's gonna give Jake a list.
I want to see that. Tyson's gonna give Jake a list.
Pretty soon, Jake Paul's gonna be like, "What's going on, guys? How you doing?
What's going on? I got Mike Tyson's. I got Mike Tyson's."
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Oh, Bernie. That's great.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well.
All right. I need a few seconds. Well, hold on. I need a few seconds. Because we also need to do the S&D before we do that. I'm gonna run the intro again real quick. I need a couple minutes. I'm gonna step out, smoke real quick, and then
the intro's got to be played again. Hell yeah.
Yes, and then we'll drop that real quick. We'll be right back, and then we'll have our first sip and dip and have people up. So
check out the intro, y'all. It's fucking badass.
All right, here we go.
I give it a 10. A fucking 10. And I still got wood.
No, that was a fun one to make. But real quick, before we get back into anything, we are going to start our first sip and dip here. And the way it works, basically, we're going to start a timer, and we're going to drop the link in the chat. So chat will have you do that. And then once the intro video to our sip and dip is over, we will start the 10-minute timer. People have 10 minutes to come up and hang out. Once that 10-minute timer goes off, we will no longer be accepting people up on panel, and we will be continuing on with our show. So without further ado, the new sip and dip.
Yeah.
All right. And the timer will start now. So 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes. Speaking of which, let's get a little cheersy going on here, buddy. Cheers, brother. Let's do this.
And you come up and talk whatever you want to talk about. If you want to come up there and try to guess what's on our top 10, throw some movies out there. You know, just you can hang out for 10 minutes. Again, timer is going, so you get 10 minutes now.
Yes, sir. And if nobody comes up, we will continue on with our show.
Absolutely. So if you don't want to come up, what y'all's projections? I saw Jimmy say Caddyshack better be on the list. I'll leave it at that.
I can neither confirm nor deny if Caddyshack has made the list. What?
Jimmy said when you get in your 50s, the tendons turn to steel cables. Old man shrink. I forgot about that one. I didn't see that one. I wish I'm heading to bed soon. Phone under the web. I had a meal with a sick puppy. That sucks, Bernie. That sucks. That's no good. Hope puppy's doing better. Hope puppy is doing better. But yeah, what do y'all think about that intro though? That was a hell of an intro. I know Jay spent some time on that and creating that and did some customization to that. That thing looked freaking awesome. I will applaud that. That was a fucking hell of a like I said, I give that a 10. That's a fucking 10.
Yeah, only reason that one took me longer than most is because I actually had to go pull some stuff like the pictures and shit off the internet. I tried to find short videos, but it's very difficult to find short videos that I can actually snag without dealing with copyright. Thank you, Brady. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it. What's up,
Jimmy?
baby? There's my beautiful wifey. I think she's going to come up and hang out for a minute before the 10 minutes is up. So she's setting up her shit outside right now. So.
We are at 8 minutes, y'all. 8 minutes on the clock. So it's going to be funny if we start doing this and we'll kind of pick a certain time up here and they go, okay, I get a minute 30. And getting bounced.
Right.
Like people actually.
It's happened to me over. It's happened to me over on another channel where they do a rip and dip over there instead of a sip and dip like we do over here. And me and Nikki popped up one day and he's like, "Oh, we're right at the very end of it." We hung out for like a couple seconds, and then he dropped himself down. So he also named Jay Loves Slapshot. Nice. And I do know that your husband's name is Jay. I do know that. I did know that.
Yeah. I knew that. Knew that. The Slapshot.
Slapshot was
a good hockey movie.
Like I said, hockey makes for a good fucking sports movie, dude. I don't know what it is about hockey movies, but I love hockey movies. Miracle is another good one.
So speaking of hockey movies, I have found an amazing group of Canadian TikTokers that I've been hanging out with, and I love hockey. And so whenever I go over there, that I know that's their language. I talk Letterkenny and hockey. They understand me, and it's okay. It works. It just fucking works. But I was asking them, I said, one of my bucket list items was to go to Canada and watch hockey game. And they go, well, it's funny because if you go to a Toronto Maple Leafs game, the tickets are like, you have to be a millionaire to go to those games. They're freaking like $800 or $900 just to get into a Toronto Maple Leafs game. But if you go like to a Vancouver, what up, Nicky? I see you in your greenhouse. Little greenhouse.
Yes. That's the atrium I was telling you about. It's inside the house, but it's not. It's like a little room inside the middle of the house that is open to the air.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's actually like outside, but it's inside the house. It's kind of cool. So
that is cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're at about 5 minutes and 55 seconds. About 6 minutes on the clock.
Cool.
So again, you got about 6 minutes, and then we'll have another sip and dip after our top 10. And at that time, again, we ask everybody to create their top 5. Their top 5 movies. Again, these are personal. Like, you're not thinking what a critic would give a top 5 list. These are your personal top 5. This is kind of what we went with our heart. Like, these are our personal. What are your personal top 5? Because I mean, also, there's a lot of movies that we left off that you're like, how did you leave that off? This is our personal. So remember that.
Right.
But,
And trust me,
Hey, Jimmy.
there is a ridiculous amount of sports movies to choose from. So it's very hard to come up with just 10 of them. I'm just telling you that right now.
True. Like I said, you have 2 movies on your list that I had never even heard of, 2 seen. So now I'm going to go watch them movies because they're on your list.
Yep.
So I've never seen 2 of your movies. So that's interesting.
When we get to those 2, you'll have to let me know which ones they are.
I will definitely.
What up, Chris?
How y'all doing? What up, sir?
How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing, man?
Happy Gilmore. Yeah, that's another good.
Another wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
So, what are y'all after? Top 5 favorite movies?
Yeah, we're doing our top 10 favorite sports movies tonight. We're talking about sports movies, so which is kind of a difficult genre for me to pick from because I love sports movies, so it's hard to.
Dude, I mean, we could have done a top 100, and that thing would have been fun to do. I mean, we could have broken this down in a segment because there's so many. But again, we figured we'd have fun with this. Get a lot of people in the chat kind of talking about it. And, I mean, it's a fun little topic. I enjoy it. Does that one count?
Robot Jacks? I don't know. I don't know if I would consider that.
Is that another Star Wars-ish type of movie? Are we talking like lightsabers?
No, it's not. But I still don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to think about that, Jimmy, because I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like the what's the new one? The new robot movie with what's his name? No, with what's his name? What's the robot? The fighting.
I will say I do want to see that movie Dune because I saw a YouTube clip of that movie.
When the guy controls robots, the big giant robots. You remember what that's called?
Nope.
Real Steel. There you go, Jimmy. Yeah, Real Steel. That one I would consider a sports movie because it is robots, but it is about robot boxing. It's about building a robot and taking him to a ring and boxing other robots. So I would consider that a sports movie because it is based on a sporting event. So, but then again, you could get into like gladiator type movies where they have fights in arenas because technically that's a sport. So, I mean, there's a lot of
he said gladiator.
The genre of movies can be extended because sports back in 1600s were a lot different than what we think of as sports today. So it's not the same. Yeah, Gladiator. I don't know, man. That, like I said, I would probably include Gladiator as a sports movie because, I mean, that was entertainment. That was a sport back in the day that they fought.
It was. I mean, that was their fighting. That was their combat. That was their
football. That was their Sunday night football that they went to go watch. That was the football 100%. Game that they went to watch because there was no 100%. Football back then. That's what they did. They had that.
Well, speaking of football, a 2-minute warning, y'all. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Yeah.
I'd have to say The Mighty Ducks was a pretty good movie.
Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks was shit.
Very good.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I'd say the original, The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds in 1972.
Yes. Adam Sandler did do a decent job remaking that movie, but I still like the original. Burt Reynolds is one of my favorite actors of all time. I love him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's amazing. So,
is racing a sport?
Racing is a sport.
Yeah, racing is a sport, like running racing or driving racing.
Racing, it's all.
Talladega Nights is on the list. I mean, you could have put that on the list.
You could have put that on the list, So yeah.
For the Fast and the Furious movies count.
It It wasn't a sport. That was more theft.
That was more like that
was theft, but there was racing for titles.
There was racing. There was racing.
But it was like drag racing for money, not really for sport. So I wouldn't call that a sport anymore at that point in time. Now you're just gambling. Now literally you're just gambling your car. So I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I guess it works.
I think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and I can start a whole fight about that because there are some people that completely disagree that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and I'm a firm believer that it is not Christmas until I've watched Die Hard.
You're funny.
Dead serious.
He said Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I beg to differ, but that's nor here nor there. I will always sway on the side of it's not. I've heard it from the people who think it is. I've heard of people who think of it's not, and like it. Yeah.
Well, have you ever?
Then any TV show with the Christmas theme, like fucking episode, would be considered a.
Well, that episode would be. Yes, you're right.
No.
That episode would be not the whole show because not the whole
It'd be
show.
a Christmas show. Oh well, there was Christmas in it once.
Well,
Have y'all ever heard of a movie
Die Hard
called?
is based on Christmas. What's up, James Point? How we doing?
That concludes the sip and
So
dip.
that concludes the sip
All
and
right.
dip.
Bye,
So
y'all.
we're gonna drop you guys down. We'll get back into our show, but we'll do another sip and dip here in a little while. We'll drop our link down and bring people back up here in a bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know how to leave. Remove me.
I'll remove
It
you.
says end.
She's like,
Don't hit
Everything
end.
leaves, it says end.
Yeah, don't hit end. I will wait a minute. I don't even know if I can.
Just
once
remove
you
me.
exit
put
out
it
of
back
the
in
app,
the
it'll
basement.
close it. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
just
I can
a
put it
chick
back
from
in the basement.
studio, or you can go back.
I
back to the
can't.
basement.
I can't because she's a moderator. She's logged in under my
Gotcha,
account,
gotcha,
so I
gotcha.
can't. So I can remove her and then
All
when
right.
she exits the app. It'll kick
Let
her.
me just exit out.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys
Bye,
later.
love y'all. Thank you, Chris.
We'll bring
Thank you,
people back
All
up
Nick.
in
right,
a
y'all
bit.
be good.
All right, Chris. Have a good night, buddy.
Thank you.
Later.
I got it.
No, that's all right. All right, man. And hey, okay. I was gonna talk to him, but that's all good.
Oh shit! My bad.
You're good.
Hold on.
If he comes back, I'll talk to him. I'll just let him know. Well, it's not gonna. Yeah, I'll let him know. So, anyways, all right. So with that, there, I think before we dive in, I got a couple things I gotta do. So let's run a Print Busters and then a Richmond break right back to back, just so that I can take care of some business real fast. But we're gonna take a quick little break with you guys real quick. We're gonna run this Print Busters promo. If you guys not heard of Print Busters before, please check out Print Busters Co. Print Busters Company on Etsy. Check them out and make sure you check out their stuff. They're freaking awesome. They do 3D printed, hand painted works of art. My quote, not theirs. Billy and John, amazing dudes over there. So please check them out. Mr. Mraz, we're not bringing anybody up for quite a while. We're going to bring people back up here in a while. So if you want to pay attention for when we drop the link later, maybe we'll bring you up then. But our first sip and dip is done. So we'll bring you up a little later. Okay, buddy? So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
What's up? What's up? Gotta. What up, kiddo? We're gonna play one more quick video, real quick. See, need to do this real quick. Oh, geez. And do. Your pop's gonna be. I don't know if you can hear us. Can you hear us? Can you say hi?
Hi.
You can be my co-host for a minute. You can be my co-host.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Mr. Carter. What is your favorite sport movie that you've seen in your young life? What is your favorite sport movie you ever seen?
Probably the one with Joe Kamen,
Which one?
The Rock Johnson. When he plays football and he has,
Which one was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, hello. that was quick. That was quick. We're gonna play another video that Jay did make. Again, it's another Jay creation. Hope y'all enjoy. It's a cool one too.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Ain't that the truth? That last little blurb. Fix this broken system. Do what you got to do in November. Make sure you get out to the polls, you vote, and get some people that fucking care in the damn system, because this system is broken and we need to fix that shit. So that's all I'm gonna say. You're muted.
It been broke for a minute.
It's been broke for a hot minute, yeah, but
It been broke.
Yeah, but yeah. But make sure you get out to the polls. You do your due diligence, and yeah, you do you.
Yes.
So all right, we're ready to get in this top 10. Our first ever live top 10. Again, share it to a friend, share it to a foe, to anybody you know, because
They may not like you, but they just might like us.
And now we meet in an abandoned studio. We hear the playback and it seems so long ago. And you remember the jingles used to go. You were the first one. You were the last one. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
All right. So now we will get into for the top 10. Tonight's top 10 is top 10 sports movies. And again, this is our choices, our opinions. In no way whatsoever do you have to. And there could, like I said, there could be hundreds of thousands of movies on this freaking thing that you think. And we'll get people.
There's a lot of movies.
So there is a lot. There's a lot of movies. So
there's a lot of movies that are not on this list, but there's a lot of movies that are on this list.
Yes, we will go 10-1, and we will compare movies. I know I picked my top 10, you picked your top 10 separately, so there may be a few similarities on the list, but we will find out once we get in. So let's go ahead and jump to our top 10. Number 10, I chose Heaven Can Wait. This is an absolutely amazing movie about an LA Rams quarterback who dies and goes to heaven and basically doesn't want to be dead. And he's like, I want to go back. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I was in my prime. And ends up getting put back in the body of a quarterback that ends up dying in one of the games live. It's actually a really good movie, man. It's an old movie. It's a Warren Beatty movie. So if you know who Warren Beatty or Julie Christie, they're fairly, older actors for sure. But yeah, freaking amazing movie. So if you haven't checked it out, please do check it out.
So to that, remember how I said in the Off the Rails, I had never seen a couple of your movies, and this is one of them. I've never even heard of it, obviously never seen it. So I am looking forward to seeing that particular movie. Let us know in the chat if you've even seen it, heard it, or which. Like I said, that's a new one to me. And I will check that out because it is on your list, so for sure.
Yes, that's like I said, it's a good movie, man. I think you'll really enjoy. Again, it's an old movie, right? It was 80s.
Oh, in the 80s?
88, 80, something like that, 80, 89. Hold on, I have it. I think I have it right here. I had everything pulled up.
I had never even heard of that because that was the very first. That was the very first movie poster you sent me. I was like, what? So.
Yeah. Sorry. 1979 is when this movie came out. 1979.
79.
Yep.
So that was about you said that was about a baseball player, right? No, football.
Los Angeles Rams quarterback accidentally taken away from his body by an overanxious angel. Basically, he wasn't supposed to die, but the angel took him before the car accident he was in happened. So he wasn't supposed to die, and they went to go put him back in his body, and his body had been cremated.
Damn, I need to go watch that again. I will watch it because it's on your list. If that's one of your favorites, I'm going to go watch it because it's on your list.
Yeah, so he returns to the body of a recently murdered millionaire and fills his shoes and then tries to go play football again and this and that. And then at the very end, I won't tell you how it ends, but yeah, it's a good movie, dude. You definitely need to check it out. So
nice.
Definitely a good movie.
Well, my top 10 is kind of basic, but it's a classic. You can never go wrong with this. And two neighborhood buddies come together. They create a team and they go off and play all these tournaments in the hood. But you got Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, and White Man Can't Jump. Again, an old classic. I mean, who didn't like to see this movie? It kind of reminds you of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, out on the court, doing some crazy handles and just having fun playing, 2-on-2. You got this movie, and it's funny. I read a little bio about it, and they said that there was an ex-NBA player that helped produce this movie. His name is right up here. Where'd it go? But it was a Detroit Pistons center as basketball coach Harrelson. Bob Lanier said, "Hey, we're going to create a game called Take It, You Make It. So if you make the basket, you get the ball back." And
Right.
on the very first scene of that movie, the ball goes in after that has been called, and that didn't happen. So there's a goof in the movie. So that's a little tidbit that you know watch for if you see it again.
Huh,
But
cool.
yeah, that is my top 10. Love that movie.
Oh yeah. That isn't all. Woody Allen would be a terrible basketball player. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Right, Jimmy?
he's
Right?
clumsy.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't see
That would be
Uncle
bad.
Jay. Yeah, like I said, I like a lot of the older movies. I think there's another one on my list that you might not see, that you might not have kind of
The
thought
other
about.
one's a baseball movie. I know that.
Well, that's one that's one, and then there's another one. I know it's a more of a well-known movie, but it's
Yep, I know
still
it's one
one
you're talking about. Yep,
it's still one of those really old movies that like you had to kind of know about it to know about it. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so let's get moving on to the number 10.
Maybe number 9.
Number 9, sorry. Number 9. We'll get down
Number
to
9.
I'll let you go first on this one.
So on this one, for my number 9, again, I could have moved this up, down. I could have moved it. I could have put this on the list anywhere because I am a diehard baseball fan. I grew up playing baseball. Baseball is my favorite movie. And when I was growing up, I enjoyed watching the Bad News Bears playing at the old Astro Stadium, the Alamo Dome, or yeah, I think it was the Alamo Dome. They go in there. You got the drunk coach, Walter Matthau. Great movie. It's a classic. It's just kids out having fun, causing trouble, smoking cigarettes, drinking. I mean, it's not. I mean, all of them, but yeah. But one of my favorite movies. Just the one that I grew up with that I had to put on the list. I could not exclude this one from the list at all. Had to.
Yeah, no. Like I said, that was a great movie for sure. That was another one of those movies that you'll never forget. You know what I mean? Like you watched it growing up, you watched it as a kid, and it's just one of those ones that you're never gonna forget. You know.
You got Walter Matthau, you know, having cigarettes and being all weird.
Walter Matthau was freaking awesome.
Casey, that's causing all the trouble, and all the little kids, and you know, you got the one girl on the team that was getting all, you know, that had to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all you got to do is say Walter Matthau, dude. Walter Matthau is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So my number 9, I went with Varsity Blues. I mean, how can't you throw this movie on the list, bro? This movie was obviously it's, you know, Texas based, Texas football team. That the star quarterback gets injured, and yeah, there's a lot of backstory to that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the movies, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, I couldn't not. That's why it's a little lower on my list. It's not one of my like top favorites, but it's one of those that like once you've seen it, you're like, okay, all right, that's a good movie, you know. So I definitely had to add it onto my list for sure.
So my favorite part of that movie is obviously when with Jim Bob, he goes 10. Obviously, that's where you got it. 10. That's 10. But my favorite part of that movie is after they happen to go to a strip club one night because they were out drinking, and they party at the strip club, have a good ass time. They walk outside going, "What the hell?" And they had practice or a game that next day and got beaten. Oh, that was my favorite part. They're like, "Oh, I'm dragging ass for all," you know, just like, and that's my favorite part of that movie. That's just that's funny as hell. I was laughing when I watched that part.
Yeah, that movie's freaking awesome. You've never watched Varsity Blues? Oh, you've got to watch that movie.
Put it on the list, buddy.
Yeah, you've got to watch it, bro. I'm telling you, it's definitely worth it, especially if you like football movies. I really like it. And a lot of mine are weird. Not a lot, but there's a few of mine that are kind of like placed in times where there was a lot more than just football going on. There was a lot of race going on. There was a lot of religion issues between this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the movies that I have, they're set in times where it wasn't the happiest, funnest time to be a sports player or you know, I mean, there's, you know, it was rough. So some of these are going to be kind of interesting to see and kind of how they play out on this top 10.
That was the Vanderbeek one, right? Or was that the TV? No, that wasn't the TV show, the Varsity Blues. That was the movie.
No, that was the movie.
James Vanderbeek.
Yes, James Vanderbeek. Yes. Yep, that was the TV. That was the movie, not the TV show that they.
Because there is a TV show called Varsity Blues.
I don't like it.
Friday Night Lights is a TV show.
Friday Night Lights is a TV show.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. Varsity Blues was just a movie.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, let's move on to our number 8 picks. Oh.
So this is another one that you picked that I didn't know.
Oh, you've never seen 8 Men Out?
I've never seen this one. Nope.
Oh my goodness. It's a really good again, like I said, set in a time period that there was a lot of race issues. There was a lot of a lot of more than just sports going on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a really good movie, especially if you like baseball, dude. You'll love that movie. It's a really good movie. It really is.
So is this the so I would guess that there's only probably 2 movies that involve the White Sox, probably this one and Field of Dreams. Would you think, or do you think there's more movies about the White Sox?
I think I don't know, to be honest with you.
Because the only White Sox movie that I knew about was Field of Dreams, and I saw because I mean when I was looking for the pictures, I was like, whoa, another White Sox movie. I didn't know there was another one.
So basically, this movie, there was a scandal during the 1919 World Series. And the reason why it's called 8 Men Out is because the Black Sox scandal, when the underpaid Chicago White Sox accepted bribes to deliberately lose the 1919 World Series. So it talks about the bribes and guys going out and people stepping into their place and like, so it's like I said, it's set in a time period, and it's set back in the the early 1900s. 1919 is when the movie is actually set. So it's good, dude. Like I said, it's a really good old movie. Again, it's an old movie. I love it.
Yeah. So okay. So what year did you say that movie came out in? Because I mean, like obviously that picture
Out was in
like
88. 1988 is when that movie came out. Yeah. Yep. And I believe Charlie Sheen is in this movie. I could be not Charlie Sheen. What's his name? Hang on. That's the directors. Where is the freaking? Oh, there it is. John Cusack is in this movie. That's who it was. John Cusack. He's Buck Weaver in this movie. Clifton James is in that movie. Let's see who else is in this movie. John Mahoney. Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen is in this movie. Young Charlie Sheen is in this movie.
Young Charlie Sheen.
Yep, young Charlie Sheen. He's one of the ball players in this movie. So yeah, like I said, it's a good movie, man. You definitely got to check it out for sure. It's a great movie. With Tiger's blood and all. Yep, Tiger's blood and all.
Make sure I got the right one here. I do got the right one. So mine is the classic Space Jam. You may have seen it, you may have not. If you got kids, you may have probably seen it. But this is the Jordan Space Jam because I do not like the LeBron James Space Jam. This was my OG. You got the Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny. You got Taz, you got Tweety, you got.
Bro, are you kidding me? I bought the freaking Space Jam soundtrack, bro, and I played that on my.
That Space Jam soundtrack was the shit. Yes, yeah.
They had so many good songs. Oh my god, dude, I love that soundtrack.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Oh, I dream about it every night. Yeah, but yeah,
that movie is good.
Damn, Bernie. What the hell?
Yeah, I haven't even seen the second one. I don't even want to bother. I did include it in the intro just because there was some cool clips of it in the app.
That was the LeBron one too.
That was the LeBron one, yeah. That's the new one.
Yep.
Again, LeBron replaced Jordan, and I'm sorry, that's not Jordan should have done it. I don't care. They should have brought Jordan back. I don't care if he's old. He still would have been better than LeBron.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, who wasn't a Jordan? I mean, obviously Jimmy, but who was not a Jordan fan?
Right.
Like growing up, I mean, we all Jordan was the shit, and then all of a sudden you get Kobe, and then you get LeBron. Like those are, I think, within all of our generation. I mean, you got the Pistol Pete's, the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons, all of that as well. But again, Jordan was the icon. He was the greatest, unless you were a Lakers fan or a Celtics fan, you loved Jordan. So
yep.
And of course I love the friggin' the tunes back in the day, so I loved all the cartoons.
Oh yeah, that movie is great, dude. I watched that movie over and over again, dude. I love that movie.
NBA ain't what it used to be. You damn right, Jimmy. You 100% right.
No, it
Neither
is
is any sport, by the way.
So there is our number 8 on our top 10. Let's go ahead and get down to number 7. Number 7. There it is, Jimmy. There it is, buddy. There it is. So I actually went with Jerry Maguire, and I know it's more of an agent drafting type movie versus an actual like sports movie. But I love this movie. I don't know what it is. I just show me the money. Show me the money. Like, come on. And everybody knows that damn line, bro. Like you say that and they're like, oh, Jerry Maguire. You know what I mean? Like I just love Jerry Maguire.
That and the little kid just melts your heart. If you've seen the movie, that little kid just freaking pulls at every fucking string you got in your body.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. So again, great movie. You know, obviously like a romantic comedy kind of sort of movie, but you know, I'm a sappy son bitch, so I like my romantic comedies. Get off me.
And you have your Arizona Cardinals in that movie too. His agent plays for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was his name? What was his agent's name? Do you remember his agent's name?
Oh, you mean the ball player's name?
His character name, not his actor name, but his character name. Bobby something, wasn't it? Bobby something.
Hang on.
Oh man, Caddyshack has a lot of comedians in it. Dangerfield was the man, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of comedians in that. Hold on, I'm about to go through all the comedians in that. There's a lot.
Rod Tidwell.
Rod
Tidwell was his name.
Oh, in the movie? Okay.
In the movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. is who played him, but Rod Tidwell was his name.
Yes. I'll be there. Like I said, that was a good movie. Like I said, that was, like you said, the whole rom-com.
Yep.
But it was still a sport movie, and it was good. It was agent. You kind of got a glimpse of what being an agent with a high, like a player that's like out there and that's all in the media and stuff like that, and how he works with them, and like it was fun to watch.
Dude, that's a stressful job, bro. I mean, you're literally managing people that are making millions of dollars every year, and you're finding them teams, and you're getting chunks of their contract basically for being their agent. So your job's kind of important and kind of stressful, especially when your player gets cut from a team. Guess what? All of a sudden, you stop getting paid because he's no longer working. He's no longer working.
Yep.
So yes, Tom Cruise is weird, but he does make good movies. I love Tom Cruise movies. I'm not a huge fan of him himself. He's kind of a weird dude, but I mean, I love all the Mission Impossible movies that he made and yada yada, whatever. But I love him. I just love him as an actor. So
I still think Tom Cruise's best movie ever is fucking Top Gun. I mean, Top Gun 2 is pretty damn good too, but the original Top Gun was, I think, his all-time best.
Caddyshack did have mountains of freaking comedians, and it was a Dangerfield, Chevy Chase, Michael O'Keefe was in it. Bill Murray.
I'm about to go through the list. So you got Chevy Chase, Dangerfield, Bill Murray, Michael O'Keefe, Santa Holcomb. Let's see. Those are like the most common ones. You got
Ted
Chevy,
Knight, right?
Rodney, Bill, and that's it. Yeah.
And Ted Knight too. Ted Knight's a big name. He should be in there somewhere. Yeah.
Yep. Ted Knight's on there.
Okay.
Michael
Caddyshack's the shit.
But I mean, who didn't like Caddyshack? Like, you got the little freaking hedgehog fucking up shit. You got the little dude trying to hunt the hedgehog. You got the golfers and the caddy and just a bunch of one-liners in that movie. And you can never go wrong with a Rodney Dangerfield movie. Let me hear Rodney Dangerfield movie. This was one of his best in my opinion. But yeah, I love golf. I saw this movie and I just died laughing the minute I saw it.
Yes. That movie is awesome. I love Caddyshack. All right, so there's number 7. So let's go ahead and move on to our number 6 picks. There you go. Have you seen The Natural?
So that's another one. That's number 3. I have not seen The Natural.
Oh, dude, Robert Redford, he's amazing, man.
Gopher, Lone Star, not Hedgehog. Okay, my bad. Gopher. I meant Gopher. I don't know why I said Hedgehog, but yes, it is the damn Gopher. That damn Gopher. Thank you, Bernie, for the correction. You got me on that. Damn it. I fucked it up. I meant to say Gopher too. It was in my head all day to say Gopher on Caddyshack, and I said Hedgehog. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your movie about? Obviously baseball. So
so basically what it is, so basically what it's about is like a middle-aged dude, unknown, basically came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden becomes a legendary baseball player with like almost supernatural talent. Like this guy, middle-aged guy, just comes out of nowhere. Robert Redford plays Roy Hobbs, who's the main character. Robert Duvall's in it. Glenn Close is also in it. But yeah, it's basically about how he just he comes out. Nobody's heard of him. Nobody's seen him. Whatever. He's a lefty, and yeah. So that's why it's called The Natural. He just comes out, starts playing baseball, and yeah, he ends up getting hurt a little bit later in the movie. But yeah, it's a really good movie, dude. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out for sure.
So I have a question. Awesome. I have a question. Why do all good baseball movies? Obviously, this one, and also you got The Field of Dreams. Yep. They built a baseball field in the cornfield. Why is baseball movies synonymous with cornfields? Like, what is the correlation there? Because you don't make baseballs with corn, but yet a couple good movies involve cornfields.
Well, to be honest with you, the original baseball fields were cut out of cornfields. A lot of the original baseball fields were
why? Obviously, you didn't want to lose crop, but like, why cornfields have why not a broccoli field? Why not a carrot field? I mean,
that's just honestly, I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, maybe that's what that state was there known for. I mean, a lot of them were clear cut that way, especially in Jimmy said in Indiana.
It's in Indiana, okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cornfields and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it just happens to be around corn. I couldn't tell you, man.
That's weird. Okay, I didn't know. I've never even thought about that. If it was synonymous, like now we're starting to go to this, I'm like, okay, there's two movies that I know. So interesting,
right?
And of course, I went with the Mighty Ducks, Emilio Estevez and the freaking Troops, and one of the best, the Flying V. I mean, just a great, good, feel-good movie. A bunch of kids come together. They suck completely, and there's a bunch of animosity between them all, and they all come together and become best friends and just destroy stuff. Great movie.
It's one of those movies about teamwork and camaraderie that kind of brings the team together and that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah. So, I mean, and that's probably one of my first hockey movies that I actually saw was Mighty Ducks.
Cornfields make nice flat baseball fields, and they're full of ghosts.
They're full of ghosts, yeah.
No.
True. Because even Bull Durham out of it.
Yep. I think that was in Kansas. I think that was based in Kansas. I'd have to look that up, but I think that, don't quote me, Kansas or Arkansas.
Bull Durham Bulls are based out of North Carolina. The Bull Durham.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember where it was. From.
That's
I thought it was
6.
Kansas, Arkansas. All right, so let's move on to our number 5 picks. Ooh, there it is, Bernie.
Ooh, two football movies. Two football movies.
Bernie mentioned Little Giants being one of her favorite movies earlier. So there you go. So I'll let you take that one.
The Little Giants again. Yeah, Ed. You got Rick Moranis from
Honey, I
Little Shop of Horrors. Ed O'Neill from freaking Ted Bundy. Not Ted Bundy, but what the hell? Yeah. Al Bundy. Yeah, Ted Bundy. That would have been bad. Al Bundy. Damn it. I fucked that all up. But
Ted Bundy.
Again, with another feel-good movie. Again, you can't see the pattern there. I'm all about the feel-good movies, but you got the young misfits out there playing against a good team coached by Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy,
and funny enough, the good team that gets their ass kicked in the end is called the Cowboys.
And that's what I don't like about it. I almost did not want to put that up there. I was like, but it's one of my favorites. So I had to put it up there. But yeah, the Cowboys do get their ass kicked.
Yeah,
I love
that
movie.
My
brain fart there.
Yeah, I love that movie. Rick Moranis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, dude. Freaking, I love him, dude. He's awesome.
I mean,
Some of these kids are funny as hell too.
and like Rick Moranis' team, they go into a garage. That's my favorite part of the movie. They go in the garage and like they're putting on pots and pans and freaking baseball shin guards and baseball or biking helmets. They're all trying to pull their gear together. Like, what are y'all doing? So
Yep.
it's another feel good movie. But again, Cowboys get beat. Fuck.
Yep. And
Great movie.
I
Great
would.
movie.
It is. It's one of my favorite movies of all times. I absolutely love it. And I went with the classic Remember the Titans, bro. Like I said, a lot of my movies are not a lot, but a good chunk of them are set in some pretty iffy and rough time periods, man. This movie is based in the early 70s. An all white school was being integrated with an all black school, and they were becoming an anti-racial school. And this obviously was back when things were not so friendly. Not that things have gotten much better, unfortunately. I wish things would get much better because I think it's crap to begin with. But there was a lot of issues with race and a lot of issues with that, and fighting to work together as a team again. Work together as a team with people of a different race and learning about them and learning that you do have things in common with these people and just the camaraderie part of it and showing the town, look, you guys may not be able to get along, but look, if we can get along on the football field and win a national championship game, why can't you get along off the field? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. Denzel Washington, obviously, he's a freaking amazing actor. I absolutely love him. I love all the actors that played Pee Wee. Was what was his name? Petey. Petey was one of my favorites. He's freaking awesome. But yeah, dude, it's just one of those movies that's, again, it's another feel good movie, and it takes you through kind of the turmoils and the trials. And this is based on a true story, so this takes you the turmoil, and a couple of mine are based on true stories. But this again takes you through that kind of tribulation and turmoils that some athletes had to go through just to play the sport they love to play.
I said, and the worst part of that movie is when all the players started, feeling terrible about who they were and all that, and all of a sudden Denzel steps in and just like, hey, don't worry about that. We're all friends, we're all family, we're all this and that, and like,
Right.
brought them together. And I said,
Yep.
I love that. I love that part of the movie.
Yeah, no, it's freaking awesome. I love it.
Good old Denzel.
All right. No, you never go wrong with some Denzel for sure. So, all right. So there is our number 5 pick. We will move on to our number 4 pick. Oh.
Rudy.
And again, this is one of those. Remember earlier in the show, I said something about. I said there's some movies that should be on my list that aren't on my list. There's some things. This is one of them. Rudy is not on my list, but it is one of my favorite of all times when it comes to football movies. I absolutely love that movie. Hoosiers is another one that's not on my list. That
good movie, Hoosiers, yes.
Is an absolutely amazing movie about basketball and yada yada. So, yeah, I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you go first.
So Rudy again. Did what?
I said you started with the Rudy chant, so I'll let you go.
Of course I had to go Rudy. I was waiting for this slide to come up. I was like, Rudy. But again, another feel-good movie. You kind of see the theme here. I just love these type of movies. Again, the guy goes to Notre Dame, not even a scholarship, just goes into practice, gets his ass just handed to him. He fights and really wants to make that team. He goes in there, makes the team. He gets it on the very last play of the season. Just a great story, and it is based on a true story. There was an OG Rudy that this was based off of. I'm glad that kid with no scholarship was a walk-on and got onto a field which to live him and his dad's dream, because his dad was a diehard Notre Dame fan and loved football, and he always promised his dad and all his teachers growing up he was going to play for Notre Dame. And all the players they're about to release him, and all the players went and threw Rudy's their jerseys down and said, "You're going to let Rudy play."
I was chanting Rudy at the end of the Lord of the Rings.
Good Lord, Jimmy.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
Funny. No, like I said, Rudy is again, like you said, feel good movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love it.
I mean, how could you not? If you don't like Rudy, then kick rocks because that's a damn good
And again,
movie.
that again is based on a true story. So Rudy Rudiger, you can I actually own his book, the actual guy, Rudy Rudiger. You can buy his book that he wrote. And I actually own his book. It's kind of sort of, it's based on his life. It gives you a little bit more insight to who he is, more than the movie does. The movie, they did have to change a few things. So there are a few things that are inaccurate in the movie just based on what they need as far as screenplay and audience draw and things like that to make it a movie that makes money. They have to kind of fabricate a small amount of the show to make it a movie, to make it believable and likable. But his book's great, dude. Rudy Rudiger was an awesome dude. And for those of you that don't know, he was the last Notre Dame player to be carried off the field after a football game.
So
he was the last Notre Dame player to be carried off the field.
So Lou Holtz was never carried off the field?
Nope.
So Rudy Rudiger was the only player.
He was the last. He was the last player to be carried off the field. And I don't know if that and that was when the movie came out. When the movie came out, he was the last player to have been carried off the field by Notre Dame. And I don't know if it's happened since, but I know that it doesn't happen very often in Notre Dame where people get carried off the field.
So okay, so let me ask you this, and don't Google it. Nobody Google it. What year did Rudy? Or hold on. The year that Rudy. I meant to look up the year Rudy Rudiger got carried off the field. What year was Rudy carried? There we go. Okay, so without Googling, what year did Rudy Rudiger get carried off the field at Notre Dame?
What year
did Rudy Rudiger get carried off the field?
God, it had to be in the 70s. 75, 76.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if anybody else puts it in the chat. Anybody in the chat want to guess?
I think.
Before I say it, Fulton, did you Google it? But yes, it is 75.
70. I was gonna say I was right. I was right there. 75, 76 is kind of what I thought. So
right after they found One-Eyed Willie's treasure.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
dude, your number 4 pick is great. I love me some Wild Thing. You can never do that.
Wild Thing.
Good old Charlie Sheen as a badass. I love it.
Oh, dude, that movie. Like I said, when we talk about the Redskins and we talk about the name changes and stuff, they will always be the Cleveland Indians to me, forever and always, because of this movie. I absolutely love this movie. Tom Berenger, fucking Charlie Sheen. If you haven't seen this movie, check it out. Basically, the owner of the team basically puts together the shittiest team she can possibly put together so that they can have a losing season so that she can move the team. But when the team finds out what she did, they basically put on a fucking a display and come back in the second half of the season, end up winning the pennant. And yeah, it's a really great freaking movie. Wild Thing, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger. Like I said, there's
Joba. Corbin
Burnson.
There's a lot of good people.
Oh, dude, that movie. Wesley Snipes is in that movie. Dude, there's so many good people in that movie.
Willie Mays.
So many people. He played Willie Mays Hayes. Yep.
Fuck
Willie
the
Mays
ball.
Hayes.
Fuck the ball.
Fuck the ball,
yeah. And what was that guy's name?
And then Dennis Haysbert. Dennis Haysbert. Dennis Haysbert, he was Pedro Serrano. He was the dude that did all the black magic, the black magic with the snake, and had his like altar inside his locker and shit. Yeah,
no one would go around him. It's like, no, I ain't fucking with Pedro. I ain't fucking with that much.
Yeah.
Nope.
Rene Russo was in that movie, bro.
Rene Russo, okay.
Yeah, Rene Russo was in that movie too. Like I said, that movie came out in '89, so I was 7 years old. No, I was 5 years old when that came out.
Is it 89? So I was 9, 89. Yeah, I was 9.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite movies until I saw like the Bull Durhams and that type of stuff. But I mean, Major League was one of my favorite movies. Like I've seen that movie about 50, 60 times. And even if it's on late at night and I'm scrolling through, it's on Comedy Network, I'll stop on it and watch it. I just
right.
Daniel movie.
Oh yeah. All right, so good number 4s, dude. I like both those movies. That was freaking awesome. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our number 3 choices. And here we are.
Well, I'll let you go. I'll let you rip at this
one. I went with the classic. I went with the classic, The Sandlot. I mean, every kid that's ever played baseball, or I mean, just about any kid, period, seen this movie. Came out in the early 90s, based in the summer of 62. So the movie came out in the 90s, but it's based in the summer of 62. Bunch of kids that, just wanted to get together and play baseball. And, it was a lot of fun watching that movie. As a matter of fact, Patrick Rena, Ham, you can see if you can find him on TikTok and all sorts of stuff. You've seen his ginger posts. It's like, we are ginger. Yes, we put on SPF sunblock 5 times a day. On TikTok and shit. Like, dude, he makes some really funny movie or like skits and shit on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's a classic, bro. I mean, what was the dog's name? What was the dog's name?
The dog's name was
Duke? Duke? No, it wasn't Duke.
The Beast.
The Beast. That's right. The Beast.
Yeah. I was like, how can I not know that? Because it's on my list too. So
ball-eating dog called the Beast.
The Beast. Yep. It's the Beast. We're not going back there with the Beast.
No.
They make all the contraptions to try to get the ball. They made that little thing with like the broom handles and the baseball bats and the sticks, with the little cup, trying to freaking scoop it up and shit. And that dog's like pounces on it. I freaking love it. Darth Vader's dog. And so who was the guy at the very end? That was that well-known actor. Who was that? I can't think of what his name is. The Beast owner, the big black guy.
Oh, what the hell
is his name?
Hang on. I have it. Hang on. His name was James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. Yes. James Earl Jones. Yep, Jimmy got it too. Right, you find it. Jimmy put it in there. Yeah, man. Who could not put The Sandlot on your top 10 sport movie list? I mean, new, older, younger. Right. I mean, it's a damn good movie. And then one of my other favorite parts when they did the chewing tobacco, and they go to the freaking fair and they're on the freaking the wheel and everywhere. And that girl's, they're like, and it's just like, yeah, that's a great part. I love it. Let's do some chewing tobacco. So, hell yeah. Well, my number 3 is The Program. I don't know if you've heard of it, seen it. Have you ever seen The Program, Jay?
I have never seen it.
It is a good movie. It is so The Program pretty much is a college football coach said, hey, if you don't win this year, this is gonna be your last year, and you're done. And this coach is like, I don't want to leave. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep this program going. Hence The Program. So what he does is he hires a very smart female athlete to help the program succeed. And one of the players gets very high into steroids because he wants to be the best that ever was, and he wants to get, to go to the next level and everything. So the whole program goes to shit. They find out that he's got steroids, and he's told he can't play in the biggest game, and they end up losing. So it's very emotional. There's some ups and there's some downs. But again, it's a great movie. If you've never seen The Program, I highly recommend it. It's very intense.
Well, I mean, James Caan and Omar Epps are in it, so I mean,
yeah.
But again, that's one that I have not seen.
Yeah,
again, that's one I have not seen.
Jimmy said, "Chad digging deep, dude. The Program's a shit. That was one of my. I mean, that's a classic. That is a damn classic football movie for me.
Oh, so we are the same age then, Bernie, because yeah, you would have been 5 at the same time. 17, I watched in the theater.
There's a Facebook
yeah,
movie that
sorry,
I'm
buddy.
shocked if it's
Sorry,
on
buddy.
here.
Sorry,
There's
I'm
a
just getting caught back
Facebook
up in chat.
movie
My chat
that I
like
would
froze.
show. Facebook movie or a football movie.
Football.
A football movie. Football.
Come on now. All
It's a
right, so
Facebook.
that's our number 3. So then let's pop down. We've only got 2 more left, guys. 2 more left. So here we go. Let's go. Let's show our number 2 picks. Oh, see, there's another one that I didn't think.
See, you hit me with another one that I've never seen. So there's 3. There's 3 that I have not seen.
No, there's 4 now. Then.
No, you're number 1, Heaven. The Heaven movie.
Heaven Can Wait. 8 Men Out.
Chariots of Fire, and what was the one?
I don't know. Maybe it was only those 3.
I think there's only those 3 that The Natural. 4.
The Natural. Yeah. The Natural.
There's
yeah.
4. There's 4. Yeah, there's 4.
Yeah, the Chariots of Fire. Again, that's set in a very, very interesting time, in history. It's about a Jewish runner, a Jewish kid, and a Christian kid in, I believe it's in, Great Britain, I believe.
So is that a rugby movie? From the looks of it, it looks like a rugby movie.
It is not. You would think it is, but it is not. Can you guess what? Can you guess? I'll give you
Cricket?
one guess.
Cricket?
No.
Or soccer?
No.
Well, there's a lot of players.
It is it takes place in Britain. It takes place in. They're British. They're both British. One is a Jew and the other one is a Christian. And yes, they are track athletes in the 1924 Olympics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So it's based around the 1924 Olympics. Ben Cross is in it. Ian Carlson, Nicholas Farrell, Nigel Havers is in it. So I mean, there's a lot of names that people may not recognize. This movie is rather old. I mean, it came out in 81 is when it came out. But it's based, like I said, it's based in the early 20s. 1924 is Olympics is when it was based in.
I looked at that whenever I looked at the list. Whenever you showed me, or whenever you typed that in, I had to go look for the movie poster. I was like, I've never even seen that movie poster ever. So yeah, I said, I'm gonna watch your 3 movies because they're on those 4 movies because they're on your list. And obviously, I do want to see them, and I'll report back.
Yes, yeah, like I said, they're good, man. Like I said, Chariots of Fire again. Like I said, Chariots of Fire is a very slow burn. It's not a very fast movie, but yeah, the song is, it definitely pays off in the end. The movie's great. I love it. It was absolutely awesome. And then the song, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God, dude, yeah. Like once you hear the song, like it just gets stuck in your head. You get goosebumps every time you hear it. I don't care what you say. You'll get goosebumps the first time you hear it. You're like, oh yeah, here we go. Like some shit's about to go down.
There's no Eye of the Tiger in that movie.
But like I said, the song that you get will be stuck in your head. I promise you, bro. I promise you. Just like Eye of the Tiger.
So my number 2 was the almighty classic Happy Gilmore. It had to be on the list. So Bob Barker, little Shooter McGavin, little Adam Sandler. Probably not one of Adam Sandler's best movies. It was one of the greatest. I mean, him and Bob Barker fight, priceless. Him trying to win the girl, the money for his grandma. Great movie. I mean, I love me some Adam Sandler.
I actually saw the meetup with Adam Sandler and Bob Barker. They hadn't seen each other in like, I don't know, it's like 20 years or some shit like that, and they met up and whatever. It was actually pretty cool.
I said that was one of my favorite movies. Price is Wrong, bitch.
Yeah, right. Oh, but he gets his ass kicked by Bob Barker, bro. Like he gets
his ass whooped.
Fuck yeah, he does. Yeah, Rip Chubbs and Bob.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Yeah,
and like whenever Shooter McGavin hires that. Whenever like a Shooter McGavin hires that freaking bully, he's like, yeah, I'll pay you so you can fuck with him. And he's like, eat shit, dickhead.
Right.
And he's like screaming out whenever he hits every ball, like right when he's
in your home. Are you too good for your home?
Go to your home. Yes. Rest in peace, Chubb, the one-hand man, and Bob Barker.
Bob Barker. Oh my God.
And Jimmy, I do want to
Good
ask.
movie.
So there's a football movie that will be shocked if it's not on my list, and I'm guessing you're probably thinking it's not, but I'm going to guess real quick before you say it. I'm Waterboy. I'm guessing it's probably the football movie you're thinking of. Am I right? I'm curious.
I don't know.
So drum roll for number one.
So no, we're actually gonna take a Print Busters break right before
North
number
Dallas
one.
40.
So we will be right back. We're gonna take another quick Print Busters break so I can go take a North Dallas 40.
That's the movie that I was telling you about. I don't know if it was you I was talking about, but that is a movie that I was looking in the top 200. That movie, it's all about the Dallas Cowboys back in the, I think, 60s and 70s. I did not know that even existed, and I'm going to be watching that this weekend for sure. I will definitely watch it in North Dallas 40. So I didn't even know it existed. I'd never even heard of it.
Wow.
I thought I was a fan. Jeez.
Right. All right, guys. Well, we'll keep you on the edge of your seats for both of our number ones here for just a couple of minutes. We'll be right back. Hope you guys enjoy this Print Busters promo video.
What's up? Sorry.
Welcome back. You're good.
Hold on.
All right. So we are going
All
to
right.
get to
Number one.
Number
Stop the number
video.
ones.
Number one video. Here we go, guys. Boom. So this is the only duplicate that we've had on this list so far was the Sandlot and the Caddyshack. And I know Jimmy's gonna like this. Like I said, I put Caddyshack as my number one. I'm a huge avid golfer, and so it had to be my number one, especially with the all-star cast in that movie. It is number one on my top 10. So
Dude, I think we both have some legit top 10s. There's 5 people in the chat. There's probably more people. What do you think about our number ones? I mean, those are 2 legendary movies. I mean, obviously, Caddyshack is more legendary than Sandlot, but they both have their nuances. Oh, no boxing? No, we did.
No,
We did not have one boxing movie. And I wanted to put Rocky in there. I wanted to figure out a way to put Rocky, but I couldn't figure out where to put him. But Rocky,
yeah, like I said, there are movies on this list that like Bull Durham should have been on my list. Rudy should have been on my list. There's a lot of them that should have been there, but for what we're like, A League of Their Own is another great movie. So I actually put some clips from movies that we didn't have on our top 10 in our intro video. So some of the clips and some of the pictures that I pulled were from videos that we did not have on our top 10 that we kind of wanted to showcase a little bit. So top 3 was Dodgeball, Rocky 4, and Warrior. There you go. Hell yeah, Dodgeball's hilarious. I love Dodgeball.
Yeah, he told me Dodgeball earlier. I was like, that's a good movie, Dodgeball. What about Dodgeball?
If I had to go, or Beer Fest, yeah, Beer Fest was another good one too.
The Beer Cheddar movie.
But if I had to pick my Rocky movie, it'd be number one. I like number one. I don't know what it is. It's that initial when you meet him, like he's just a badass. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I love the first Rocky.
So what was again? I haven't watched a Rocky movie in a hot minute, and I can't jar my memory. Whenever he fights the white dude, the blonde dude with the American pants on, which one was that? Like Tommy Morrison? Was his character name Tommy Morrison or something like that?
Which one? What are you talking about?
And when he fought like the dude with the mohawk with the American, like looked like Guile from Street Fighter.
No, that was the Russian fighter that he fought.
The Russian.
And that was 3 or 4. I can't remember what Rocky that was, to be honest with you. I think it's 3 or 4.
Yeah, Karate Kid. Again, there's a lot of movies that
yeah.
Trust me, whenever I told Jay, let's do our top 10 sports movie, he goes, fuck. His first word was, fuck, how am I going to put just 10? That was his first comment whenever I said that. Or suggested.
Dude, technically, you could put The Big Lebowski on this list, too, because technically that's a bowling movie.
Which one?
That was 4. So 4 is the one that Jimmy likes. That's what he was saying. That's the one with the Russian that he fought.
Yeah. That was my all-time favorite. Was that one?
Yeah, I just like the first one. I don't know. But yeah, The Big Lebowski you could even put as a sports movie, dude, because technically they were bowling. They were bowling league or whatever.
Dude, I wanted to put Kingpin on. Like I had Kingpin on my list. I love bowling. You got Kingpin, freaking Woody Harrelson with the dirty ass wig with the ball with the rose in the middle. Kingpin
with one hand and a hook hand. And
I had Kingpin on my list and I replaced it with something else. But yeah, it was there.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Still fun to talk about though. It made me realize I like a lot of sports. See, and Bernie always comes with a go sports ball, like a sarcastic one.
Right.
Mikey likes it. Rocky IV in the theater when I was a kid. The crowd was bouncing off the walls. I got to have the experience with it. So that's the movie you were talking about, Jimmy, was the one he fought the Russian dude today at work. Okay. I didn't know we were talking about the same one. I'll be damned. Yeah, that's my all-time favorite Rocky.
Yeah.
I mean,
North Dallas 40 is actually on this list of top 10. If you go to IMDb, it's on the top 100 on there, and it came out in 1979.
Yep, I actually saw it. I was like, I've never seen that movie, so I'm gonna have to watch it. So that's 5 movies I've got to watch. 5 movies.
$1 Million Baby was another good one.
North Dallas 40 this weekend. If that's all about the Cowboys, now it should be. Go back to the glory days, and then I'll start watching your movies.
Yeah, but Hoosier, like I said, Hoosier is another good one.
Hoosier, Blue Chips, Blue Chips with Shaquille O'Neal.
Blue Chips, yeah. $1 Million Baby was another good one. Another good fighting one. Love and Basketball is another good one.
Ali, Love and Basketball, that, and I just watched the other day. It's not really a movie; it's more of a documentary about the Kobe Bryant story.
Oh yeah. Cool Runnings,
there's a lot of
dude. Yeah,
movies.
that's a great. Oh god, I love Cool Runnings, dude. John Candy.
Cool Runnings, yes.
I absolutely love John Candy, dude. Come on now, that guy is amazing. I love him.
The old version. Of
like I said, Bull Durham definitely should have been. I love Kevin Costner, dude. He's done a few baseball movies that have been really good. So Bloodsport, dude, there's a lot, dude. Yeah, I mean, Above the Rim. Oh man.
So I have a question. There's 5 people in here. If we do another top 10 here in the future, what would y'all be interested in us talking about? What would your what y'all want to hear us talk about top 10 wise? But we do enjoy all y'all being here and sticking out. I mean, Bernie said she's staying up late just to watch us, so
yes,
that was amazing. So thank you so much, Miss Bernie.
Yeah, and we are getting ready to wrap it up here in just a few minutes, but we do want to get some opinions. Top 10 funniest movie scenes. Ooh,
that's a good one, Jimmy. Movie scenes. Oh, that could be some fun. Yeah. But the thing is, we can't play movie scenes on here because we're gonna get booted.
I bet you we.
Because I wanted to put movie clips, but we would have gotten busted if we would have. I was gonna do things like movie clips, but we would have gotten busted for that. Now I think movie scenes would get us busted too.
But no, we could just write down what the movie scene is, and then we can talk about it. Like one of my favorite movie scenes is the front porch scene in Friday, when he goes, "I'm gonna get you high today, cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do." You know what I mean? Like, and you can get away with short ones, like Jimmy said. So if we make them like super short, like, because look here, hold on, I can actually play that right here, and we're not gonna get copywritten for it. Where'd it go? Right here.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this, but I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
And you ain't got shit to do.
It worked. So we can
get away with small clips like that, and we can find and we can go find small clips. And if I need to, I can always use Filmora to screen capture and screen grab stuff from YouTube if I need to. And I always edit it down so you don't see anything but the actual video, so you can't tell where you got it from. You can't tell where you got it from. It doesn't show YouTube, doesn't show any of that shit. So we can
top 10 soundtracks, top 10 video games, top 10 actors. Ooh.
Okay. All right. You need to write these down, Chad.
Hold on. Stand by. Let me get a pen and pencil. Or paper and pencil. Sorry, paper and pencil. Hold on. I do want to. So I do want to give a shout out to my
top
friend.
10 like movie soundtracks. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, top 10 movie soundtracks. Yes.
Because I already have a couple in my mind for that for sure.
So my friend that I met up on TikTok with last week, and he made this in his garage before he came and met me. Made me a wooden pencil or wooden pen. Sorry.
Nice.
He made this entire thing for me like 20 minutes. So all right, let me write this down. Hold on.
Oh yeah, the scenes that gave you the chills. Like, see, a lot of that is like sports movies for me though. It'd be right back into my sports movie. It'd be all scenes from like, especially like Remember the Titans when they finally like come together and the strong side, left side, strong side, and like they're finally starting to work together. Like every time I watch that scene, it just gives me the chills.
Okay, cool. I got them all, Bernie. Ooh, the top 10 video games would be fun.
Top 10 tear jerkers,
like Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, like the old legendary, like Tecmo Bowl.
We could do we could do top 10 vintage video games, top 10 classic, and then like top 10 new video games or something like that. Like we could do a whole like video game segment too. Make you man cry. Yeah, dude, trust me, there's movies I've seen, bro, and I'm like, oh, don't do it, you're gonna do it. Yeah, and there it goes.
Tear jerkers.
Your top 10 tear jerkers. Yeah, the top 10 movies that get you. Oh, dude, The Green Mile. Every time when fucking John Coffey dies, dude, every time that gets me, bro. I don't know what it is, but I love that movie. And every time John Coffey dies at the end, I can't do it.
Damn, you are trying to make us cry up here. I mean, you got Bernie saying friggin' tearjerkers. You got Jimmy saying sad scenes and songs. Dang, you're gonna make us up here crying like fucking babies. Good lord.
I want to go back and play.
Yes,
I wish we
Nikki,
could still play Outlaw Golf again.
Dude, they have an emulator. They have an emulator that you can buy that will play old Nintendo games like Excite Bike and Mario and Zelda and Contra. They have emulators.
One player. You can't I can't play with you in some of those games. You know what I mean? Like with Outlaw Golf, you used to be able to play 4-player, and in Outlaw Golf, I believe in Outlaw Golf is when you used to be able to beat the crap out of your caddy. Like if you screwed up your shot or something, you could like punch your caddy or like throw your club or do it's. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's the game that I'm thinking of. But yeah,
yes, Jimmy, I know
we did the tearjerkers on the old.
Yeah, we did tearjerker. That was a hard episode because y'all were pulling, and I was just like mildly tugging, and y'all were pulling. So there was a difference. It may have been like a
top 10 zombie movies. Ooh, I like
zombie
that
movies. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Yep. See, my caddy was always a stripper, and I got to beat the shit out of him.
So you gonna do one more sip and dip, or you wanna?
No, I think we're just gonna call it tonight. It's already 2 hours, and I got to get some sleep. I got to work tomorrow, so I think we're gonna call it for the night, so I can go relax and get ready for bed. But oh man, that was a good stream.
Hope you all enjoyed our top 10. That was definitely fun to do, man. Like I said, it was cool to see your list. Like we both made like a cool little background. That I said I liked it. I enjoyed it. That was
a lot of fun, dude. Hell yeah. So, and thank you again to everybody that showed up to hang out with us. Appreciate you guys. Always much love for sure. And we will see you guys here next week for a surprise stream. You're not going to know what's coming. It could be a random stream. We could have a topic. We could have, who knows, but you'll know when the stream starts.
Self-proclaimed kings of spontaneity. Self-proclaimed kings of spontaneity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good night, Bernie. Good night. Good night, Jimmy. Good night, cheers. Good night, thank you. I appreciate it, man. And as always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And please, everybody, for the sake of Weird Al Yankovic, stay weird, y'all.
Stay weird, y'all. Love you guys. Thanks for being at the show. Peace.
Laters.